Good morning. Today we would like to discuss three important area of our syllabi business data analysis. First important point, that is phases of data analysis, and another one that is component of business data analysis, and third one that is challenges faced by business analytics. These 3 points like to cover today's video. First one, that is phases of data analysis. Phases means process. So data analysis or business data analysis consists of these mentioned points: data requirement specification, data collection, data processing, data cleaning, data analysis, and communication or interpretation. Communication is also known as interpretation. So we can see one by one. First one, that is data requirements or specification. That means suppose we are collecting data, we have to we have some specification. The first steps is to determine that the requirements or how the data is grouped. See, suppose we are intended to analyze some data related to consumer. So we have to determine in advance the specific variables like age, sex, and demographic variable, place of residence, income of the person, gender, and these are all the variables, important variables. Above these variables, many variables we have depending upon the nature of the problem or nature of the data. So first thing that we have to decide in advance, what is the requirements of the data, for what we are collecting this data, that we have to decide in advance. That is called data requirement specification. The data required for analysis is based on the question or an experiment, based on the requirements of these directing the analysis. The data necessary as inputs to analyze the identified. So we have to deciding in advance what is the requirements of this data. Based on the requirement, data can be collected. Based on the requirement, we can eliminate some unwanted data, we can collect some wanted data. Okay, the next stage, that is collection of data. From the term it is very clear, we have to collect the data in this stage, in this process. That means gathering of information on targeted variable identified as the data requirement. That is called collection of the data. Accurate and reliable collection of data should be ensured while we are collecting the data. Okay, the data collection involve many that commit many errors. Suppose we are collecting data from the field, we may commit a number of errors. So we have to be vigilant for collecting the required data in a required quantity at the required time from the required respondent. Okay, so that is called reliability and accuracy. The next stage, that is processing. Once the data is collected, it must be organized, it must be grouped based on the nature of the data, based on the variables we have decided. Okay, that's all processing. Organization may take place in a spreadsheet or an Excel sheet that can take statistical data in order to classify this data. That is called processing. Okay, collected data must be processed or organized, then only we can go for analysis. Okay, organization or processing means placing of data into rows and columns. That is why we are call it as using a spreadsheet or an Excel sheet. Or we can use many statistical packages like SPSS. Statistical package for social science research is a very prominent application in the area of analysis. Okay, so any method we can use. for categorizing or for classifying or for grouping this data. The next stage after processing this data, we have to go for data cleaning. Data cleaning. Data cleaning means organized data may be incomplete or some duplication or some errors. Okay, these situations may happen. Organized data some incomplete data may be there, some errors may be there, some duplication may be there. So many errors we can expect while we are organizing. So in such a situations, or data cleaning is the process of preventing or correcting or eliminating these errors. Okay, that is called cleaning of data. Elimination of unwanted data and inclusion of wanted data. That is called cleaning. The next stage, that is data analysis. It's a mere analysis. After completing all these formalities, we go for analysis. That means various data analysis techniques were available to understand, to interpret and to derive conclusions. Analysis tools such as CROSTAB, S-test, Z-test, F-test, chi-square test, ANOVA, ANACOVA, MANCOVA, post-hoc test, Fredman test, Mann-Whitney test, correlation, regression, trend analysis, many techniques we have. So we go for suitable statistical techniques. Okay, suitable, that is very important. Statistical techniques or tools must be suitable to the data, to the variable. Okay, then the last one, that is communication. That means interpreting. The result of the data analysis are to be reported in a format as required by the user to support their decisions and further action. That means this is the stage in which the analyzed data will tell us what is the reason, what is the precaution, what is the suggestion. All these are based on these interpretations. So putting into the understandable format, that is called communication. Okay, these are all the important stages of data analysis. Then next, that is component of business analysis. It's very simple. Component of business data analysis includes data aggregation, data mining, association, text mining, forecasting, predictive analytics, optimization, data visualization. First one, data aggregation. That means before data can be analyzed, it must be collected, centralized and clean to avoid duplication. We have discussed all these things in our previous slides. So this is a stage of this is a component, that is aggregation. Aggregation includes collection, centralization, cleaning, all these things. Okay. The next, data mining. Data mining means to identify previously unknown trends and patterns. Model can be developed by using data mining. Classification, clustering, regression are example for these data mining. And we can say that in some research, to reveal and identify unrecognized trends, unknown trends. So we can develop some models by using statistical techniques like classification, regression, clustering, etc. The next, that is association and sequence identification. That means consumers perform similar action at the same time or perform predictable action. This data can reveal pattern like association or sequencing. Association means two different items frequently being purchased in the same transaction. Sequencing means a consumer requesting credit report followed by asking for a loan or a booking an airline ticket followed by booking a hotel room. That is one by one, that is sequencing. Association means one along with another. Okay, that is an association, means purchased the same transaction, frequently purchasing same transaction. Okay, for example, multiple books in a series or a toothbrush and toothpaste, etc. So that's called data association and sequencing. The next text mining, we are already discussed data mining. Text mining means companies also collect textual information from social media sites. So usual practice. Now even students are using the same blog or sites, etc., etc. This data can be used to develop new products, improve customer services. So this may include some elimination. Okay, that is called data mining. The next forecasting. From term it is very clear. Forecasting of future events or behavior based on our historical data can be created. Okay. The next predictive analysis. Predictive analysis means companies can create, use and manage predictive scoring models, positively addressing events such as customer behavior narrowed down to the customer age bracket or income level or lifetime, etc., etc. The next optimization. Optimization means companies can identify best case scenario and next best action by developing and engaging simulation techniques. Okay, that is called optimization. For example, an inventory stocking and shipping option that optimize delivery schedule and customer satisfaction without sacrificing warehouse space. That is an example of optimization. The next data visualization, that is information and insights drawn from data can be presented with highly interactive graphics to show statistical predictions. Means presenting it in an attractive or an interactive manner. The data visualization allow organization to leverage their data to inform and to derive some new ideas, new goals, etc. Okay, that's called data visualization. So these are all the important components of data analysis. And next we have that is challenges faced by business analytics. We already discussed business analytics, components, etc. So what are the problems? So what are the hindrances of this business analytics? First one, that is executive distrust, poor collaboration, lack of commitment, slow information maturity. So these are all the important hindrances of these business analytics. First one, that is executive distress. That means most organizations are handling data warehousing effectively. Analytics is still an area viewed with distrust by many top-level executives. And also, trust must be built to effectively leverage data analysis. I will give one more clarification. Most of the organizations are handling data warehousing effectively. Enough data they have. Analytics is still now an area viewed with a distrust by many top-level executives. They have data, they don't go for analysis. Presenting business analytics as a supportive to existing company strategies and outlining clear, measurable goal can help convince slow adopters to approve a trial project. That is the problem. It is not practical to get the consent of everyone in upper management to implement business analysis. That is the problem. Data we have, but we don't go for analysis. Okay. The next, simply we can say that consent from the top level authorities. The next, poor collaboration. Failure to achieve teamwork among cross section of the department. That is called poor collaboration. That create a risk that analysts won't provide the information promised. Cross-functional analysis team that include major players in the technology, business, operation, legal and HR. So there is a lack of cooperation between the different departments to conduct this kind of research. Lack of teamwork among the departments. Another problem. IT personnel are not cooperate with these statisticians or vice versa. Okay. Then the next one, that is lack of commitment. It's very easy. Commitment is the question of people nowadays. Analytics software packages are presented as a prefabricated solution that is easy to implement. But what is the reason? Commitment. Commitment is the process. Commitment is the process. Cost can be discouraging and return on investment are not immediate. Analytical model develop over a time and prediction will improve. Commitment is the problem here. Many analytics software packages provide solutions. But what is the problem? Executives losing trust in the solution and refusing to believe the model, eventually abandoning the whole concept. They are not at all depending on this solution. Solution is there, but they are not at all promote these kind of systematic and scientific methods. The next last one, that is slow information maturity. That means business analytics implementation often fail due to lack of or low quality of available data. Quality of available data, that is slow information maturity. Proper assessment should be made on the company's information architecture and data source based on analytical requirements. The quality of data and its resources should be evaluated. It should be questioned. Clear, brief, clever, reliable and good data that helps for analyzing. That gives some insight. That gives clear picture. Otherwise that will affect our research. Okay, these are all the important challenges or hindrances faced by the business analytics. Okay, by these words, let us conclude today's class. Thank you.